Okay, in this lesson we are going to talk about on how to find the nth term of a quadratic and a cubic sequence. That's how to find the nth term of a square and a cube number. Okay, with these three examples we can be able to find the nth term and the cubic. So example says find the nth term and the 20th term of the sequence A, B, and C. We are going to pick them one after another. Okay, so let me draw a line so that it can contain all of them. Okay, the first one is A. The sequence we have is 0, 3, 8, 15, 24, and so on. Okay, now from this this remains my first term T1, this is my T2, this is T3, this is T4, and this is T5. That's first term, second, fourth, first term, second, third, fourth, and fifth term. Okay, now let me look at the difference between the consecutive numbers. From here we have 0. If I add it 3, I will have 3. If I add it 5, I will have 8. If I add it 7, I will have 15. I see how it goes. What I'm having here is 3, 5, 7, 9. That is, if I add 3 here, I have this. If I have 5 here, I have this. If I have 7 here, I have this. If I add 9 here, I have this. So since that the differences are not the same, it is not a linear sequence. Then we'll check if it is a squared number. The test for linear sequence is not a linear sequence. So let's text is a squared number. For a squared number, this is my first term. 1 squared is 1. This is 2. That second term, 2 squared is 4. This is 3. The third term, 3 squared is 9. This is 4. The fourth term, 4 squared is 16. This is 5. The fifth term, 5 squared is 25. Now when you look at this, compare two of them. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. 3 minus 4 is minus 1. 8 minus 9 is minus 1. 15 minus 16 is minus 1. 24 minus 25 is minus 1. So we have minus 1 to be different, to be the same in all. That means that in each term is 1 less than the squared number. Each term is 1 less than the squared number. So the squared number is n squared, and each of them is 1 minus 1 less than the squared number. So this is the nth term. If I want to verify it, I can say it again. Let me check for the fourth term. 4 squared is 16, minus 1 is 15. So each of them is 1 less than the squared number. Okay, that is the first the nth term. Then if you are asked to find the 20th term, of this, that means I'm looking for the 20th term of this. N squared, that means I have 20 squared minus 1. So 20 squared is 400 minus 1, which gives us 399. So this is the 20th term. So that is for A part. Then for B part, we have 11, 18, 37, and there's 74, and so on. Okay, now this is my T1, the first term. This is T2, the second term. This is T3, third term. This is T4. Okay, now let me check if it is linear. I want to examine if it is linear. So what goes? 11, what we add to 11 to have this? You can see you add what to 11 to have this 6, 7. If I add 7, I will have this 19 plus, what again will I add? If I add 17 to that, I will have, if I add 19 to that, I will have 37. And if I add 56 to this, I will have this. So you can see that since the difference are not the same, that means it is not linear. Now I'm going to check for squared, if it is squared. The first term is 1, T1, I have 1 squared is 1. Second term, I have 2 squared is 4. Third term, I have 3 squared is 9. Fourth squared, I have 4 squared is 16. Now when you look at this, you'll find out that in this case, is there anything different common in these two? Let me say 11 minus 1 is 10. 18 minus 4 is 14. 39 minus 9 is 28. 74 minus 16 is 58. You can see from this there is nothing common in it, so it is not a squared number. So let me check if it is a cube number. The cube number, the first term 1 cube is 1, that is 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, now second term 2 cube is 8. That means 2 times 2 times 2 into 3 places. Okay, now the third one 3 cube is 27, and 4 cube is 64. Okay, let's check if there is something common in that. 11 minus 1 is 10. 18 minus 8 is 10. 37 minus 27 is 10. 74 minus 64 is 10. You can see that we have something common, which is 10. So from this, you find out that each term of this is 10 greater than the cube of the number. Is 10 greater than the cube of the number. So the cube of the number is n cube, so plus 10. So it is 10 greater than the cube of the number. So this is the n term of this sequence. So if you want to check, you can see check. Okay, let's find out the third term. This is 3. This is 3. 3 cube is 27. 27 plus 10 is 37. So it goes Fine. Okay, now the next question is, we are looking for the 20th term. The 20th term of this general formula will obtain n cube plus 10. The 20th term is T20. That gives us 20 cube plus 10, and 20 cube is 8,000 plus 10. So 8,000 plus 10 will give us 8,010. So this is the 20th term of this sequence. Okay, now the C part of it, we have 2, 8, 18, 32, 50, and so on. Now from this, first we can check if it is a linear. Check if it's a linear. A linear means that the differences must be the same. So look at this. Always know that this is my first term, this is my second term, and third term, and so on and so forth. Okay. So what do we add to get the next term? 2 plus 6 is 8. 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 plus 10. 8 plus 10 is 18. 18 plus 18 plus what? 14 will give us 32, and 32 plus 18 will give us 50. So you can see that since the differences are not equal, that means it is not a linear. So I'm going to check for squared. If it's a squared, this is the first term, 1. 1 squared is 1. The second term, 2. 2 squared is 4. This is the third term, 3. 3 squared is 9. Fourth term, 4 squared is 16. Fifth term, 5 squared is 25. Okay, now let's check. 2 minus 1 is 1. 8 minus 4 is 4. 18 minus 9 is 9. 32 minus 16 is 16. 50 minus 25 is 25. What do you find out here? You can see that in each term, it's just 2 times the square of the number. It's 2 times the square of the number, because the square of this, the square of the first term 1, 2 times 1 is 2. The square of second term 2, 4. 4 times 2 is 8. The square of the third term 3, which is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. The square of the fourth term, which is 16. 16 times 2 is this. So that gives us 2 multiply the square of the number. So the n10 is 2n squared. So this is the n10 of the number. So if you're asked to find the 20th term, the 20th term give us 20 2 multiplied by 20 squared. So So that means 2 multiplied by 20 squared is 400. So that gives us 800. So this is the 20th term of the sequence. And that is the end of this topic.